Hey YouTube, this is Tech Tutorials 1000, and this is part 2 of my movie making tutorial. In this tutorial I'm going to be showing you guys how to do some basic editing to make your videos a lot higher quality than the original footage you would get. So a few days ago I took a video of a little bit of all my pets that I have, and I have quite a few. So it's about 1 minute 50-second video, and I'm using Sony Vegas Pro 9 to edit it, but I think pretty much everything I'm doing in this you can do with Windows Movie Maker, which is obviously free if you have a computer. And I have no idea about iMovie or After Effects because I'm not a Mac fan, but pretty much I'll be doing all PC tutorials from now on, so that's just a notice. So I guess let's get started. So the first thing that I wanted to do with this video was, in between each pet that I show there's a walking scene, and you can see that here's my bird and I'm going backwards now, and then my guy walks backwards, and here we are at my bunny. So there's a walking scene in between that, and I just wanted to show a little snapshot of each pet. So I'm going to find out where the camera starts to go away here, and I can use the arrow keys to toggle forward small in like frames pretty much, and then I can hit the S key, or I can go edit, split, and see it splits the frame there, and then you can drag this out. Or in Windows Movie Maker you can just work from there, because I'm pretty sure you can't drag stuff out when there's nothing filling it. Anyway, so then we have the walking scene, and then once we get to the bird, once we zoom in on the bird, I'm going to split it again, and then I'm going to delete what's in the middle. So now, if I play this beginning part here, you can see that it shows the bunny, and then it cuts straight to the bird without any walking scene in between. So I'm probably just going to fast forward me doing that for the rest of it. Okay, so now I have all 5 of my pets in a little cutscene here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to drag them next to each other so they're all together. And now I have a video of a video of each one of my pets. So that's the first thing you can do. Now the next thing you can do is you can add titles. Okay, so I just had a little bit of a technical problem that I accidentally deleted my project, so I had to redo that. It probably looks a little bit different all of a sudden, but that's okay. Well, I just did everything over again. So now we're going to be talking about titles, and right off the bat I'm just going to say that they're a lot easier to do in Windows Movie Maker. So you should do them in Windows Movie Maker to start off, and then when you want to get some higher quality, more HD titles, I guess you can call them that, you can use Sony Pro. So to do titles, you go to Media Generators, and then on the left side you click on Text or Text Pattern. Text Pattern is never mind. Text Pattern is used for something else. You just want to stick with text for now. So solid background is what I'm going to start out with for my opening title. So I'm going to check it out here. Comes up with sample text. Just delete all that, and you can type in whatever you want your title to be. So I'm going to say My Pets. For some reason it didn't center it. I'll just want to center it like that. And you can change the font size and whatever you want. Now placement, you can change that, but properties and effects is a little bit more advanced, so you'll just get confused if you don't have a lot of experience and you're doing that. So you just hit the escape key and it will save all your changes, and then I'm just going to drag all these out to avoid any problems, and then put it in the beginning here. Now it's probably a little bit too long right now, because I probably want each one of my titles to probably be about, I don't know, 3 to 5 seconds, because that might not sound like a lot, but it actually is a lot, because your brain can work pretty fast. So this is what it looks like. It just has my pets. And then it goes straight to the first pet. Now, probably if you're doing something like this that has multiple subjects, you're going to want to label each subject. So I'm going to drag out, which one of these should I use? Guess I'll just drag this one. Nope, that one looks like some sort of special effect. I can use that later. That could be in a different tutorial, I guess. I'll just keep with the simple ones for now. Sample, delete. My bunny's name is Bingo, so I'll just type that in. Bingo. And then you may notice how when you first put a title in, you get these blue lines across here, and you're probably thinking, what the heck is that? Well, what it is that means that it's overlapping with something. So I'm going to zoom out a little bit. And to zoom out, use the up and down arrow keys or your mouse scrolly wheel. Or whatever it's called. So I did this really bad that like all my videos are like all messed up now, but that's okay. We can just put them back. So here, this is also how you do automatic fade-ins. That little number you probably can't see, but it's right around here. That's how many milliseconds or seconds is the bigger number, how long it's going to fade for that. So it's better if you put in about a 15 millisecond fade. In some special cases you want to use like more than that. So I'm just going to fade into this, and then we can watch it again and see what the difference is. Yeah, anywhere from 10 to 20 seconds is a good fade time. So you can see here it will fade a little bit, so it just won't change right away. And that's actually what this blue bar means. You can do more advanced fades and stuff, but like shifts and a bunch of stuff, but we can go over that another time. So I just faded into my first pet, so I guess I should add that for the rest of my pets. So I'm going to fast forward me doing the rest of it. Okay, I stopped the fast forward here because I wanted to use this as an example that when I added this title, for some reason, since I guess it was just one 3-letter word that was on all uppercase or something, I put it near the bottom. So I just clicked on placement, and then you can see it in the window here, and you can just kind of move it around to where you want it to be. And also, since my cat's name is Zap and it's only 3 letters, I could probably increase the font size to about that, but then I need to replace it so it's in the center. So that's just an example of using the placement and font size, and I could put it italic if I want, or unbold. Yeah, unbold looks better, but italic makes it. So that's just an example of spending more time on your actual titles to make them look better. So I just wanted to show you guys that. Okay, now I'm done that, so we can just take a quick look at it. The one thing that I did forget to do is I forgot to make the titles a shorter size. So unfortunately, each one of the titles is about, probably about 10 to 12 seconds, which is way too long for a title. You'll bore your viewers to death, and they'll probably not end up watching the whole video or end up skipping parts of it, which is exactly what you want to avoid. So I should have made these titles smaller, but that would mean I would need to redo all the fade in and fade outs, which is very annoying. And since I'm really not even going to post this video, I'm not going to worry about it, but you would want to worry about it if you were going to post this video. So that's pretty much it for adding titles, and my next tutorial will be part 3 on advanced editing, and I think we'll be focusing on gunshots. I think a bunch of people said we should focus on gunshots, so that's what I'm doing next.